there, and welcome to another episode of Regular Beer Reviews, where regular doesn't refer to the beers being reviewed, but to the reviewer, myself. I'm Jesse, and tonight I'm going to be reviewing a cider, one that I cannot really find anything on. This is Woodchuck's Private Reserve Pumpkin Cider. This does not have a page on Beer Advocate. When I looked it up on Rate Beer, it said that it I think it said that people have posted reviews on it before, but it was deemed an unreviewable beer or something. There are a few reasons listed why. One was really limited availability, which it said, I found on Beer Pulse, it said that this has something like a 2.5, they did like a 2.5 hour production time or something, so I mean, I'm not sure how much they were able to pump out in 2.5 hours, but it was brewed once this year. I believe this is the first year that it's been done. I don't know if they're going to do it next year or anything, but yeah, I really can't find anything else about this cider though. Let's see here. In case you didn't know, Woodchuck is it's the Vermont Hard Cider Company out of Middlebury, Vermont. This beer is 6.9% ABV, and obviously it's fall seasonal with extremely limited availability, as I just said. Yeah, I'm not really sure of anything else, but on Beer Pulse it did say that this is like the first ever pumpkin cider or something though. And being as it's the private reserve, being as it's Woodchuck's Private Reserve, it has at 6.9%. I mean, most of their other ciders, like their Amber and their Granny Smith and their Crisp and all that, they're like 4.9, 5%. They're a lot lower than this. Oh yeah, the regular Private Reserve does have a page on Rate Beer, and the regular reserve gets a score of 94 overall with a 99 for the style. So I'm guessing because the regular Private Reserve does have a page on Rate Beer, the reason why this one isn't listed is specifically due to the extremely limited availability. Let's see here. I'm going to read what it says on the back here. It says, Woodchuck Private Reserve Pumpkin is limited to only 2.5 hours on our production line, fresh and crisp with a pumpkin at the finish. It's crafted to be served at 45 degrees and pairs perfectly with roasted duck, turkey, squash, ravioli, as well as creme brulee and fresh cheesecake. Be part of the select few who get to savor this small batch. So, yeah, that's pretty much exactly what it said on Beer Pulse. So yeah, I'm interested to try this. I had a lot of pumpkin beers. I'm not a huge fan of them, but never having had a pumpkin, which I'm not a huge fan of ciders either, but never having had a pumpkin cider, I'm kind of excited to try this. So let's go ahead and get this poured. I'm just going to use the tumbler, and we'll see what this looks like. It's nice. It's dark for a cider. It's extremely clear, a nice dark gold, light amber, moderate amount of carbonation, about a one finger head, frothy, very white. It looks, you know, like Budweiser Black Crown, or like it's a little lighter than like a Yingling or something, but it's got more of a beer appearance. Like, I wouldn't take this for a cider just based on the appearance. But the head is kind of resembling of a cider, but the beer itself, the color and everything, and the carbonation, it looks like it would be a lager. So let's just go on ahead and get a nose on this. Oh yeah, don't really smell a lot of pumpkin, but definitely very strong cider notes. I'm getting apple, like golden delicious, Macintosh, just really juicy apples up front. Very sweet. A little bit of spice notes there, a little bit, maybe like some nutmeg or some cinnamon or something. Maybe the slightest bit of pumpkin on the back end. And for 6.9%, I'm not smelling any alcohol, so just going ahead and jump into this one. Yeah, I'm not a fan of ciders. When I do drink ciders, I like really dry ciders, like Strongbow or Crispins. This is really sweet. This is like really sweet. This tastes like apple juice. Like apples just up front, fresh, sweet. It almost tastes like that really sweet one. We have it worked I think it's like the Fuji. I think it's Fuji apples. Like really, really sweet, really crisp. That's what the flavor is reminding me of. On the front end, just really sweet apples, really fruity, flavorful apples, and then on the back end, picking up a little bit of that pumpkin, but mainly I'm getting like pumpkin spice, like allspice or nutmeg or something. Really watery mouthfeel, as most ciders have. I mean, it's certainly not thick. It's not overly carbonated. I mean, if I think if I was a chick, I'd love this. This is really sweet. It's almost like candy. But again, it's 6.9%. I'm not tasting any alcohol. I'm not smelling any alcohol. So, honestly, this isn't really impressing me at all. But it's certainly not terrible. If you're a big fan of ciders, and especially sweet ciders, you'd probably love this. So, personally, I'm going to give it a 5 out of 10. It's mediocre to me. It's right in the middle there. So, 5 out of 10 is what I'm going to give it. If you see it, pick it up, just because it has such a limited availability. Excuse me. Where I got this, I saw they still had like quite a few 6-packs of this laying around, like a ton of them. So they still have quite a bit. We had the fall. We didn't have this one at work. But we had the fall one. I haven't tried that one before, but I just picked this up because Halloween's tomorrow, and this is a fall seasonal. So I figured, what the hell. Anyway, again, that's 5 out of 10 for Woodchuck. Woodchuck's Private Reserve Pumpkin Hard Cider. If you see it, pick it up, because you probably won't get a chance to try it again with such a limited availability. Thank you for watching, and keep watching again in the future for more reviews. Post.